So I've been working out there for 5 years now, and it's definitely changed a lot over that period. A large part of that is to do with the 2030 vision. You can kind of look that up and find out a lot more about that online. It's huge. It was announced in 2016, and it's basically the way that Saudi Arabia has opened up to the world. They're moving away from the economy of oil and towards other sectors like international trade, tourism, and therefore massive entertainment. Part of that diversification is changing its laws and massive change in the culture. It's something that people are really behind. It's really interesting to look at. They're not the only people that are doing it either. Kuwait have got a 2035 vision. Other people have had 2021 visions. It's something that the whole of the Middle East is moving towards, modernizing, becoming kind of more westernized, opening up, and just have this massive amount of money being poured into tourism and entertainment, which has resulted in jobs for hundreds of thousands of people who are there and lots of people who are coming over like me. Not only is the way that it's portrayed in the media not accurate, but from when we first started working out there to now, it's wildly different. As a white young woman walking around, I used to get stared at quite a lot. Part it's because I was walking. I used to walk everywhere, a huge amount, and it's just not something that is often done out there. It's more so these days, but certainly not back in the day. Stuff like when you were walking around, people would just shout, "Welcome to Saudi" out of the window at you in a very friendly way, but they were just so excited to see tourists coming to their country for the first time, and they're so keen for it. It was great. Stuff like Uber drivers. When I used to take the same route to work, my first job I was there for just short of 3 months, and Uber drivers I'd get in the car and they'd be like, "Oh my God," they'd be so excited that you're there and give you like a tour of the city. This is this building, and this is this building, and this was built by whoever. And yeah, that was the daily route for me every day, and I'd kind of just sit there and let them explain it, because they were just so excited to have a Western person in their car, because it was proof that things were really changing. It doesn't happen so much now, but yeah, it's still cool, and you have a lot of really interesting conversations, particularly with Uber drivers, I always find. And then my other two kind of top tips and differences out there are two words. One is halas and the other one is inshallah. So halas means like it's done. It can mean like I am done, that we're not having any more conversation, and be like, finish, stop talking. Or it can be like quite a joyous, halas, it's finished, okay, we've made a decision. It's a good one to use. It's nice, I always think, to use local language, no matter where you are, just to have a couple of, yes, no, thank you, please. Doesn't matter which country you're in, I think you should always know the basics. And inshallah literally means if God wills it to happen. So it's kind of like I hope so. So when you're like, oh, this place has to be secured at 2:00, otherwise we can't pour the concrete and the concrete won't set. And they're like, yeah, inshallah. But yeah, it can be quite a fun, nice thing to work around, and it's nice to be aware of it and its exact meaning as well, so that you can be culturally sensitive towards it, because it's obviously part of the faith as well as part of the language. What to wear, it's something that I get asked about all the time, and you can end up spending a huge amount of money on clothes that you don't need, or you can end up getting there and realizing that you don't need to be as covered up as you've read in a blog from 2012. So just a couple of examples of me and my lovely friends in various outfits that we've worn to work. So myself in the blue shirt at the top there, I'm wearing an abaya. So that's a black cloak. They can be closed completely or open at the front. My first job out there, I wore my abaya maybe the first half of the gig, and would wear it to any really senior meetings as well. Just as kind of a mark of respect, but as things have changed, I now just wear t-shirts at work. It's a real change that you can physically see that's happened over the course of the gig. And it's worth saying as well, like if you're working in Qatar or Dubai, those rules are different again. And it also really depends on where you are. Like if you're in a really family orientated place like the mall versus if you're in an office which is very westernized, you're going to be wearing different stuff. So best thing to do if you're going out there is have a chat with a woman who's already on site or has been on that specific site before. It's totally normal to ask that, you know, if there's a man that's employing you that you've interviewed with, it's totally normal and acceptable to say, can I have a chat with a woman before I get there who's worked on your site? Because it might be acceptable to wear vests and leggings on that site, or it might be that they would really rather that you wore, you know, down to the ankle and onto the wrist. But yeah, it's really a lot more relaxed now.